Hello and welcome to the Big Sunday Legacy event. We are here in the rebroadcast room because this tournament was played 1.5 weeks ago. But we are going to do commentary of it so that you, our fellow YouTube watcher, can watch this. So, short introduction, I'm Peter Plank. I'm one of the three hosts of the Response the Legacy podcast. And today with me is...
Yeah, my name is Florian. Better known as the guy who only plays Helm of Obedience. I guess that's my legacy made up. No, yeah. Short, to me, I play Legacy since 1.5 years now. 1 year?
A year.
I think about a year. And I started to play a little bit tempo, and then I just fell in love with combo. Guess what combo? So yeah, that's all you need to know about me. Just play Helm and win with it.
Yes, exactly. So Twitter handle. So yeah, we are the two permanent combo guys that will commentate over a good rounds of Legacy. So we are gonna just start the stream now so that you can watch something in between. On the left side we have Christian Noitz, also known as Gino, which is your usual troll on the internet. He's playing Value Elves today, and on the right side we have
Kastenhofer with a super sweet Lompox list, and guess what? I think he will be a little bit ahead in this matchup. What do you guess?
I think it will depend, because Value Elves is the elf deck that can go bigger than Pox can deal with it. On the side, but we see something like Toxic Deluge and Flag Engineer, which will be a huge beating. So I would say it's a little bit ahead for Ralf Kastenhofer. There we saw the keep of Christian Noitz, so he will keep his 7, and I think Ralf mulligans it down to 6.
Yeah, huge deal. But I'm very interested in this deck because Value Elves is not what you would see every time you see, I don't know, Forest into Green Sun Zenith, Dryad Arbor, and then maybe it's Elves, and then sometimes you just get a Shaman of the Pack to the face. Okay, I didn't expect that.
Or the Beast Whisperer train can come around, which is also a card that Gino really loves. And we have here the Baron Moss start of Ralf, and we have Green Sun Zenith for a Dryad Arbor.
There you go. And Ralf will just think, it's Elves. Normally Elves, so just smallpox him and he's into the dust. But we will see.
And here it will be rather interesting how smallpox is worded. Because if the creature second happens before land sacking, you have to sack both cards.
I think it's if a player loses 1 life, discards a card, sacks a creature, sacks a land, I think.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Because if it would be the other way around, you can sack the Dryad Arbor in the land slot, and then everything is okay.
No, but I think it's worded like that because every time someone plays Smallpox, Dryad Arbor and the land is gone. So it must be like that. But in this case, Liliana of the Whale deals with the Dryad Arbor just as well.
Yeah. Liliana of the Whale into Wasteland is also a really good turn 2, I would say. A little bit unfortunate on the slow start on Ralf's side, but slow start because it didn't do something.
The hint to luck. So get rid of the entire hand. That's the plan of Pox.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can hit 2 important cards.
Yeah, let's see. It's a Visionary, really good, and a Messenger. So these are really good cards.
Ralf has to read this card. I would also have to read it.
I think it shows the top 4 cards, and you put every elf into your hand, if you remember correctly.
I don't know the card. I had looked it up.
It's a draw engine.
Okay.
So yeah, it does something, and getting Liliana down to 1 is a good thing here. But with the Saga,
the Heritage Druid is not so good if you don't have 3 elves in play.
But I think we will see the 3rd one shortly.
I hope so. It would be good for Gino.
Scavenging Ooze discarded, which is a good card in this matchup.
Lily down. And now Ralf is a little bit behind.
Yeah, behind it depends. As we see in the decklist right on the right side, you have how is the card called? The curse scroll, which can be a really big beating because you can just take
And
out one elf
you
at
can
a
fetch
time.
it up with Saga. You're right.
And here we have Chaos Cradle, which is a fine card here because it casts the Priest of Titania, which is like infinite mana on the other side. And let's see what Ralph is doing here. I mean, it should be a token on the end step.
Yeah, everything else would be surprisingly bad.
That's true.
But did he?
I think he forgot to.
I think too, because Saga isn't free.
Yeah, he values the one life total from. Oh no, it's a Bearmon, not an Nurturing Peatland.
Not Nurturing Peatland there. So
the artworks are quite similar from afar. Peatland and
because
and
you keep thinking that they're more.
No, he keeps thinking the Bearmon with screen.
Did he play a Life from the Loam from?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's only Dark Ritual.
Because
an Noxious Revival is in the
Life from the Loam is in the graveyard.
No, it's a Noxious Revival. And
Sure.
And the Life from the Loam.
It's a Life from the Loam.
So yeah, and for all our viewers here that now sees the Bayou in the hand of Ralph, and now the Mock Diamond because it comes up. We are playing with proxies in our play group. It's a really big thing because we think that it's just gatekeeping guys out of playing Legacy if you don't allow proxies. And with the introduction of proxies in the new Liga season, we had a really big influx in players. So
yeah, that's I think really the important point of player don't try Legacy because the prices are too expensive.
Yeah,
you just look at the Alves list. He plays 3 Chinks of Mephistopheles in the sideboard. So if you want to sell your card for your sideboard, then please do it, or you can just proxy the card.
Yeah,
and don't have to sell your card.
Yeah, it's just insane how expensive some random fringe cards are.
And no one likes Italian Chains of Mephistopheles. You don't play Italian chains.
Yeah, you don't really play it. And here we have the business brand.
That's just a sign of you don't have money.
Yeah, I mean, I bought myself resets for reset lights, and I bought them in Italian Legends because it's just way cheaper. It was like
so you're one with no money.
Yeah, true. I'm a student.
Okay, but back in the game.
Yeah, here we have the Beast Whisperer. Now in there,
but does he Loam again from 2 black sources?
Yeah, he does Loam again from 2 black sources.
What's wrong with him?
so it's okay. We definitely. I mean, in this case, it isn't that big of a deal because he has the Mox Diamond.
Yeah,
he
but
could have done it, but yeah,
that's not allowed. Ralph, what you're doing?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, the game will be over this turn, but yeah, that's definitely something to look into.
Yeah. Okay. Wasteland the Cradle. Okay. What you gonna do about the creatures? Gino thinks.
Yeah. I mean.
So now the Shepherd can't go make dinosaurs, I guess.
Yeah. This is that thing that just got. Yeah. Revoked as an option for him, but yeah, any creature off the top is just so big for Gino because he can just drop the creature. If it's a 1-drop creature, it doesn't even cost mana because the Priest of Titania will make 2. Yes. Will make an additional mana there. You gain the card draw.
Elvish Visionary, and Ralph only can make a 2/2 token to block with the Mox Diamond.
Yeah.
That he can legally do with his mana.
That
he can legally do.
That's currently true.
Okay, Lava Elves.
Yeah, which is also a card drawn.
Nice artwork.
Is it altered from the original artist? I think. So Green Sun CF for 1 for a Wirewood Symbiote.
Okay.
Which means you can bounce now an elf for
Yeah, he can untap an elf and
Bounce a land.
Bounce a land, I guess.
Yeah, and he can cast the Shaman of Tag, then it's lethal. Or he can just make dinosaurs.
Symbiote can bounce the elf. Here Ranger is the one who untaps and bounces land.
Ah, okay, yeah. True. So here in the sideboarding, so from what are cards that you think that are the crucial ones here to look into?
Yeah, I think Ralph will board in the chains because against elves, I think it's pretty decent. Elves have a lot of card draw.
Yeah, especially with the Beast Whisperer version, yeah.
But along with what you would expect from... I don't know if Ralph knows that it is not the regular elf list. But normally with Elvish Visionary and what's it called, the 1 mana spell, every time you play a creature you draw a card.
Ah, you mean Glimpse?
Glimpse.
Yeah. Especially with Glimpse, yeah.
Yeah, I think Chains is really good. Then what does he have to?
Plague Engineer and Toxic.
Yeah, sure.
Plague Engineer and Toxic Delusion are 2 cards to look into. So you have potentially 7 cards to look into. I mean, Erupt Decay and Assassin's Trophy are also really good cards. But yeah, what are the cards that you want to bring out that aren't that good? I think the Sudden EX are not that great here.
No, Elves has too much creatures on the board. The 2 mana take a creature.
Then here the Spellbomb is a card to bring out.
Yes, definitely.
So, and maybe even is the Piffing Needle? No, you kind of need the Piffing Needle. I think the Nether Spirit is just too slow against them. They can't just play bigger creatures that doesn't do anything there.
So yeah, Nether Spirit is good if you play against the deck with many Wastelands and you can't really rely on Noitz Saga.
Yeah.
Because then Alf doesn't have many ways to win the game without a Nether Spirit or a Noitz Saga token or a Curse Scroll.
Curse Scroll is
a
big win. Big win condition.
Big win condition. Yeah, it's a big win if you hit it with 5 cards in your hand. Then it's a big win.
That's true.
Yeah, what would you expect from Chino there?
Yeah, unfortunately here the overlay is a little bit cut out, but yeah, it's mostly looking at Assassin's Trophy, I would say. And yeah, maybe the collective is, I think.
Yeah, I would put it in because I mean he didn't see the Curse Scroll, but I guess you can expect it in POX.
Yeah, especially if you are playing against the Mox Diamond deck. I think it's kind of okay to bring in.
And because of the Mox Diamonds, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So yeah.
So player shuffling up here.
Not really anything. And the spicy thing is like a Flusterstorm on sideboard of Chino, which is like. What the hell?
You're blue back too?
But yeah, it's just fancy things.
Originally, he had 2 Flusterstorms, and he then cut 1 Flusterstorm to put Seeds of Innocence into the sideboard.
Which seems like a smart thing to do.
Yeah, but nobody expects Flusterstorm.
Nobody expects the Spanish Flusterstorm. Spanish Inquisition.
Okay, Flusterstorm expected, but not in Spanish. That's just too much.
Yeah, Flusterstorm is such a cool card, but yeah, it's currently it's getting really expensive again. I mean, really expensive.
What is it now? Is it 15 euros?
I think around that.
Around 15 euros. Yeah.
It was like a 2 euros card.
Yeah,
it was a buy box promo.
I bought one for 3 euros or so.
A few years ago.
A few years ago, yeah.
It was when it was the buy box promo of Eternal Masters or something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good card, especially in Legacy. But I don't think you will put it in against Box.
Yeah.
That's not the meta for it.
That's true.
So what is Chino doing? Mulligan, it seems. And Mulligan against Box is always a little bit tricky.
Yeah. Especially if you can lead on Liliana or something like that.
Yeah, sure. If he just goes, I don't know, Mox Diamond, land into Turak.
Which I think he has in hand.
Yeah, that hurts.
I mean, especially on the draw, it's good that you can draw an additional card then. So you are only behind in tempo most of the time.
But if you're sitting there with no lands, eventually, then the 1 card doesn't help you very much.
Only if it's a land.
Only if it's a land, yeah.
So yeah,
sure.
Let's
Mulligan again.
Mulligan down to 5 is kind of harsh.
And I guess Chino put in the ley lines against Ralph because of the Loams and maybe another Spirit.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
think
Leyland.
about it?
It's the problem with Leyland is I think that Gino has just the better go far plan. If you go later into the game, I think Gino is always ahead against Ralph
Yeah.
because Ralph has the fast acceleration, which is really bad when you drop them, and Gino has a lot of card advantages in form of the Elvish Visionary, the Beast Whisperers, the how they call that, the
Yeah, now you
the Sylvan Rangers, yeah.
now you have the problem if he finds the ley line and put it in, he starts with 4 cards in hand.
Yeah.
And then the him is really bad for him.
Yeah. And he doesn't have the Leyland in hand now, so even if he would mulligans down bit, it's just bad.
There you see the Hintertorg.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. Turn 1, him. Who doesn't like it? I guess the player who casted.
The opposing player.
And now we hit 2 lands. Yeah.
The good old double land hit and land off the top. That's just nice.
Yeah, that looks pretty good from Ralph. Now it's with Saga. And Gino needs to find the second land.
Yeah, here the question was if you want to smallpox here just for the land.
I guess if you smallpox just for the land, you set yourself
Too far behind.
because you lose 1 card more with the smallpox.
Yeah.
But
And game 2 is over.
Yeah. That's just box things. You want to mulligan twice against me? Okay. Get into the bin.
So I think we can now update the game standings because I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, it will be you if you wouldn't forget about it.
So yeah, will be rather interesting how the game 3 goes around, because yeah, as we saw, the game was basically over at turn 1 or turn 0 for Gino. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean Ralph with turn 1 him onto a 5 card hand that would hit everyone except maybe Method.
yeah, and the big thing was that he hit especially the 2 blues, the 2 lands, because Gino kept on the other side. Fetchings are really good here because you can just sit them, let them sit, because he can blank the wastelands.
Yeah, sure.
So he just has to fetch when you use it for creatures, but in smallpox it doesn't matter. So yeah.
Yeah, if you fetch and respond, you just sack the other land.
Yeah.
So please,
I mean,
feel free to do it.
Yeah. but yeah, but against wasteland it's a little bit of protection. But yeah, on the other side, well, Elves will always go for some non-basics because you have Chaos Cradle. You need to buy for the like.
But you know what could happen? Dark Ritual oppositionation.
Not here.
Just like Richard Garfield intended to do.
Was Richard Garfield in the design?
I think that was the first idea for this game. Don't let the opponent fetch.
I mean, there was a lot of discussion. You're pretty new to Legacy. So do you know the discussion of banning fetchland for Legacy?
Yeah, I heard about it. But I guess it's because of time problems, because the shuffling is.
It's so about of time problems, and fetchlands make 4-color soup decks and 5-color decks way too consistent with getting the mana tosses.
Yeah, but I guess there are ways to punish it.
Is it?
That's the current ranger.
He got it altered by is she called Zanetti or something like that? I think she's an Italian artist, and she is at a lot of the MCAM events, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And I mean, it's a kind of good start, but we will have to see what the follow-up of Ralph is. If it's land, Dark Ritual, Forty Smallpox, it kind of seems iffy.
Yeah, that would be a little bit pain in the ass. But
that's definitely true.
Yes, that is not the case.
Especially of a Mox Diamond.
Mox Diamond, Dark Rit, Smallpox, 40s. Why not?
Why not? Just a good Pokemon. So, yeah.
I think it's a little bit slower now.
Yeah, seems definitely a little bit slower paced. Also from a gameplay perspective.
Hey, it was a little bit in the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play the land, Ralf. Now put your Saga down.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What is this card? I think you kind of want the wasteland for the next turn. So another fetch or something like that. The Barrymore.
The Barrymore, yeah.
And another turn 1. Hemtutor. Which is way worse now than the last game. Way worse.
Yeah, let's see what he can hit.
I mean, the hand size is currently the same, but...
Aye.
Okay. Priest of Titania on a Virtual Ranger. Okay.
Not too bad for Chino.
Yeah, the big thing is the missing of the second land, if I see this correctly.
Yeah, sure, but he didn't have one.
Okay,
he
yeah.
can just bounce with Ranger
that's true,
and make the mana.
And draw a card. Does it get the land?
A Cradle.
Yeah, insane. That's so
Doesn't play it
fucking
out
good.
because of the wastelands.
Yeah.
Yeah, now wasting the bio. Put it back into the hand. Why not? Also because of the current Ranger.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's
I guess.
just a good player.
I guess.
Completely bashed Gino here.
I was 1 second. What the heck is going on? Okay.
It's just so good. Okay, is it the Liliana? Yeah. Down tick Liliana?
Yeah, you have to. Now the Cradle is not that good anymore.
Yeah, it seems now a little bit iffy on the side of Gino. He needs a land exactly now, I would say. Because you need the answer.
Does he have a 1-drop creature in hand?
No, the land would have been to cast Abrupt Decay with Assassin's Trophy and the Liliana of the board.
Yeah, but he could play a creature and then the Cradle will make a mana
Yeah, that's true.
for the next turn.
And what will we cast here? I mean, is it 2 lands in the hand? No, it's another Liliana.
So, and why is the Cradle so expensive if it doesn't make anything?
That's a good question.
That's the question.
There is the Gale's Cradle of Growth, I think, or something like that.
Yamimaya, Cradle of Growth.
No, there is a kind of reprint of Cradle, which is like an enchantment for 3 mana, and when it flips, it becomes the Cradle,
Okay.
which taps for a single green or green for how many creatures you control. So it's just way better. Okay, now it seems like getting.
Is it Curse Scroll time?
I would say so.
Did he put in the chat? It's Curse Scroll time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just read it. What is this thing?
Is Gino getting dumpstered here? I think so.
And Ralph has 2 cards in hand?
Yeah, 2 cards in hand.
Yeah, 50 chance.
Yeah, he still can uptick the Liliana.
Yeah, sure. But if he's a man, a real man's man.
Yeah, getting to attack for 4 here, upticking here, discarding.
I guess second Lily.
Yeah.
Doesn't do really much there.
Yeah, even if he has
Chino
a remove spell.
Chino drew a Leyline of the Void. Not the card you want
Yeah,
to see.
and if you see here, Leyland wouldn't have mattered.
No.
Leyland is just a bad card, I think, in this matchup. It stops the late game plan.
If it was a surgical, yeah, but a Leyline, not really.
Yeah, the problem with surgical, what are you gonna surgical? I mean,
Yeah, you
Loam.
can surgical but if Ralph has a cycling card like Baron Moore in hand,
it just doesn't matter.
yeah, you can play around it.
Yeah.
But it would have been better than Leyland, I guess.
Yeah. And especially because Barrymore is just a way too good card because it taps for green and black.
Yeah, what the heck is going on?
So yeah, it's just attacking for way too much. And yeah, on the next turn it should be over. Because yeah, you have to do curse scroll activations and you need 2 blockers on the side of Gino. I mean, he can play Visionary, stuff like that. He can.
I guess he just said end of turn.
Assassin's Trophy. Okay, he showed the Assassin's Trophy. Yeah. Then you have uptick here. Then you go, as we call it in.
Yeah, he's on 1.
In Germany,
he's on 2.
Yeah. But you.
And now curse roll activation and.
No, he just. Okay, no, because if he activates, he just gets a +1 attack, which would be 4.
Assassin's Trophy, your land.
And then you activate the
you
Casco.
activate the Casco.
Small box.
Shoot your 3, and that's the game 1. That's the match 1, I should say.
Yeah. So 2 for 1 for Ralph. Really, really strong sideboarding games from him. Yeah. I think a little bit of mismanaged sideboarding of the side of Dino.
I learned new things. So Barrymore is a better Bayou.
No, it comes in
but it comes in tapped, yeah, but you can cycle it.
That's true. But yeah, I think this was it with round 1. We will come back with round 2, which will be another video, or will be directly after this. So see you in round 2. Bye.